Эй, вечеринка начинается. Спускайте.
Это смертельная вечеринка. Я ваш тамада. Выбирай ответ внимательней, или будет всем беда. В побеге нету смысла, но если хочешь жить, мозгами шевелись скорее, а то придется всех убить.
Если дойдем по куда-то, мой куда-то, Adblock. Здесь вот. Видите, вот. И не поможете, такие пока. Выбирай игру этого. Так далеко там. И что это? Погнали. Даже. Именно на музыке никого не будет кот на блядь. Итак. Блядь, я. Да.
Things wrong. The bags, I think they were from my kitchen, you can probably check that. We don't go into the cellar, it's just a place we put things we don't need. Dad used to wear mushrooms. The bags were taped up. I think it was parcel tape. I think it was on.
Такого.
No, they were shut. Most of the windows are really hard to open anyway. Especially in the summer. They were painted over by my dad. Could have left a door open accidentally. Or there's a cat flap in the back door. They said it was food poisoning. There was something in the food they ate. My dad liked to pick mushrooms, grow them too. They said it was the mushrooms. It was hard to believe. Death caps. They have a skirt around the cap. My dad taught me that. But the police had no reason to think it was suspicious. They lived alone. And no one had any reason to hurt them. No more the police let me back in the house. And they let me take a bag of clothes with me, but
Wow.
1984 was an awful year in the end. We were living at Doug and Eleanor's. I lost the baby at the end of spring and my parents died in the summer. It was a hot summer, a heat wave. So when we discovered the bodies, it was just awful. because of the circumstances, them dying together like that, they brought in a lot of police, a forensic entomologist. I had to look that up. It was because of the heat. It's just
Я снимаю. Суммы. Есть. Б. Окей. Так.
they'd gone to bed feeling thinking it was flu or something. The neighbour called me, I had to use my key to let them in. We found them dead in their bed. And they'd been there for days, no one had noticed. Just awful. It was so soon after my miscarriage, the worst year of my life. I'd been so happy to get married, and after that it was just like, fuck. It's all that matters really, the baby. Simon's dead, but the baby, that's how he will come. Our baby.
Окей. Поэтому окей.
You're reaching here.
Что?
And I don't know why. No, I've never cheated on anyone. I've never taken anything from anyone. Simon's dead. But I had my baby to care for. Why are you trying to make me sad? Why are you so obsessed with sex and affairs? You cheated on your wife. Is this your thing?
Окей. Понятно. Ты в голову девчонку. Потом 15 разговор. Это важно. Очень важно.
It was supposed to be a secret. Just because Simon is dead doesn't mean I have to give up all his secrets. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to Simon. No one murdered my husband because he cheated his expenses for a romantic weekend in Oxford.
Oxford. Oxford.
Rehearsed? You ask me the same question, you'll get the same answer. Is that your evidence? Of course I thought about what happened then. It's all I thought about. My husband is dead.
Oxford.
It was supposed to be expenses for a man.
Oh.
His expenses for a romantic weekend in Oxford.
Oxford. Опа.
was a conference, something to do with double glazing. In Oxford? Are you sure? What would he be doing in Oxford if there was no conference? I remember calling him. He said it was boring and he spent most of the time at the bar.
Мой мальчик.
Well, my friend Eve. I mean, she was a friend from when I was a kid. And she was always more popular with the boys, and I used to hate her for it. Really hate her sometimes.
Так, погодите, такое где-то. Угу. Точно.
Family. So, Carl fucked off, and then there were other boys here and there, and then Simon.
Family. Okay.
Was he my first? No need to be so coy. No, he wasn't my first. That would have been Carl. He was a local boy in a band. He was a bit of a shit, but he was sexy. We were 15. I wouldn't say that. It could be passionate. It's just, it was more than that. It wasn't just sex like I had been with the other boys.
Family. Okay. Family. Barbara.
It was supposed to be a secret. Just because Simon is dead doesn't mean I have to give up all his secrets. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to Simon. No.
Okay.
Family.
Family.
So,
I for family. What?
no. I was 15. Carl was older. 17, I think. I was really into him, regardless of how he actually behaved. Lots of drunken teenage sex. We did it in a church once. It's stupid. So he got tired of us and we split up after about 6 months. It was sad, but those early experiences, they help you realise who's really important to you, you know? Family. Florence was a warm, kind person, but she was broken, I guess. When I found her diary, I also found a biscuit tin with other stuff in it, all the papers, letters, that kind of thing. Her story wasn't there. I never really spoke to her about it. I was far too young to really understand, I guess. I just put it together later, once I was older. She had loved children, planned to have a large family. but her husband died in the war. And that was back when you married for life. She never felt like she could marry again. Isn't that strange? She was a widow from her 20s. But, I mean, I guess it was different then. You were married for life and she felt she could never marry again. I guess it was harder, a war widow. One of the dead. I don't know, maybe there was more to it than that. I don't really know.
Я понимаю, что как бывает эти куски, кто не прокинет, да, почему?
No, it was just me and her. Eve was the name they were going to call their first child. They talked about it and were going to try and came back.
Понял.
Florence's family had a history of firstborn girls, so they were convinced it was going to be a girl. It's hard to know if this is all true. These are stories I remember that I read when I was a child. Maybe I misread. Maybe I misunderstood. Sometimes it's hard to remember what happened last week.
Итак, как бы в не скажу.
Yes. We'd fight. We fought on the beach once and I held Eve's head underwater. There was no one else around. It was at the far end of the beach and I held her head under and I kept it out. And for a moment, I just wanted to kill her and watch her drown. But that was it. It was just a moment. We made up after. It was a love-hate relationship.
Окей.
What are you doing talking about Eve?
Можно. Пожалуйста, кто-нибудь хоть это можно путать.
My mother called me Eve. Really? You're going to ask me about my sex life? I mean, isn't that private? Are you married? How is your sex life? our sex life is probably fairly average for a couple after 10 years of marriage. No, you're talking to the wrong person if you think I'm some kind of slut. You think I'm the kind of person that would have had sex with all those guys.
Так. Надо, что не везде. Сами кумир. Какие ребенок, да? Плюс. Билет от 15 лет, это плюс. Какие-то тонкие заходимые. Да. Факты. Это куда-то куда сам новый кнопку потом бачу. Это новый пока куда не будет такое пока лайк ставить к вам.